Mobile Legends.
Okay guys, welcome to day number 2 right now, right here. We are going into the first match of the day. It's Saints Indo against Onyx Esports in lower bracket right here. And let's talk about Saints Indo. Saints Indo is like one of the teams that during season 1 is, you know, people are rooting for these teams. But, you know, during these days until the regular season is not they are not doing too well as well, but as the result on the weekly results shows that these some people say that these guys is too old, like it's not their time anymore.
Too old,
but
too old. Sensido?
Yeah.
I think Onyx as well as older.
I think people rooted for them not when it was MPL season 1, but when it was MSC 2017.
Oh, all right, yeah.
So it was even before MPL ever existed.
They're the champion, right?
No, what do you mean?
No, they are the Indonesian representative.
They were
an Indo representative.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's with Elite 8.
Yeah,
in MSC 2017.
The grand finals.
I think it's Elite 8 though.
Yeah, in Gandara City back then. In Jakarta.
No.
What?
MSC 2017 was in
Taman Anggrek,
Anggrek.
Oh,
the Indonesian qualifier.
Yeah, Indonesian qualifier,
yeah.
not the grand final. Okay, so the result says that he get 1 point from RRQ, which is on the upper bracket right here. So does everyone will still think that this team is not now is not their era anymore?
I think Saints Indo going against Onyx head-to-head wise has no chance.
Yeah,
has no chance. But seeing how Onyx performed yesterday with going against Evos, I'm sort of rooting for Saints Indo to make just a massive upset. This time and let Aerolf go home, Onyx go home. I'm really hoping that happens and Lovre just goes to the finals, maybe meets RQ, maybe Lovre is the underdog story this year, right?
Yeah.
But of course, I feel like Saints Indo is a team that, even though a very old team, but is now currently progressing to be a team that is up to the meta. Even though they're old, they have a very old play style, they're actually progressing, they're actually, the team itself, when you see them play, they're not using old metas anymore.
Yeah.
They're just old players. But I think that's where it counts. Experience counts. They've met every type of player. They've met every type of meta. And I think it's really going to help because now they're going to be appearing in front of a huge stage again. And Saints Indo is one of the most experienced teams when it comes to huge crowds. They love the crowd.
Yep.
Right? Onyx Esports, on the other hand, performed somewhat horribly against EFOS. I feel like it wasn't just their play style, but it really felt like it's the crowd that is new for them. I feel like the team itself is still pretty young. Onyx Esports just existed in this season, and it's a very new lineup, so it takes a while to get used to the huge crowds. Hopefully, we can see a Louvre versus Onyx next game, but I'm technically not betting on it. But anyways, we're gonna see the stats here.
Yep. It's Kaya 76%. As we know, one of the signature hero for Edward, they love to playing Kaya as well, and
Yeah.
I think it's the meta picks as well in this MPL season too. As I think it's one of the heroes that it's almost 90% getting picked in this MPL season too.
Yeah, and I mean that's why on the opening ceremony, Kaya is Onyx Esport is pictured as Kaya because it's just shown that Edward is just is an amazing Kaya player, and they have over than 70% win rate with Kaya. So that means that Onyx Esport is not the team that you should be underestimated for. And then, well, despite of their loss against EVOS Esports yesterday in upper bracket, I think one of the factor is that since Hanabi is not available to be picked in this tournament, that means that pool's hero of Spade is getting smaller and smaller. And sometimes in this tournament, in this meta, usually when another team picking marksman, and then the other team will go with a 2 assassins or 2 fighter meta. So I think that's where Onyx Esport is struggling the most, because maybe during their training they train a lot with the marksman meta, with the usual 1 marksman, 1 fighter meta. But right now they have to be forced to use 2 assassins or 2 fighters meta. So I think that's where Spade weakness coming through, that he is not playing his usual role during regular season, which is marksman.
So you think that Onyx is struggling in this MPL because of the sudden meta changes?
One of it.
Yeah, and it's, I think, do you think it's caused by Hanabi getting out from the hero pool?
I feel like it's just in general the marksman meta is dying either way. We're looking at a lot of carries with Hanabi just gone, but it really feels like the marksman meta is not as good as it really used to be back in the regular season. It has been a bit weakened with the amount of mage and fighters coming into the meta as well. Interestingly though, I feel like Spade is out of his comfort zone a lot with not being able to pick, so this is a problem. You can still pick carry, you can still pick Hanabi, you can still pick Cloud, right? Before, in regular season, Clint is still a very viable option. Then you can see a lot of other marksmen that is still a viable option to be picked, and we've seen them play it as well, Spade, Tuturu, and Rek. But at this meta right now, as we're appearing into the MPL finals, the other marksmen, aside from those shades, or aside from Hanabi, Carry, and Cloud, is basically just not usable. Seeing how we want to drag the game shorter, not longer, and with Clint, with with Leslie, with Layla, it's really hard for them to be able to scale up in a fast manner, and they need someone that can do that in minute 12. Their items is already set, and they can start beating people with their attack, auto attacks. But that's not happening right now, and that meta doesn't revolve around the marksman anymore, and that's an issue for the teams because that means Grok is always open.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Other marksmen is usable when Grok is not there.
Yeah.
The problem is that when Grok is always almost available for the team and not being banned, it's a problem for the marksmen, for the smaller marksmen, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is Onyx Esports for you guys. Onyx Esports getting into the arena. His contender is ready as well.
Yeah, they are going to face against Saints Indo
Yep.
and this match. So here it is, the video profile of the Saints Indo team as the enemies of them.
Yep. The crowd is getting started as Saints Indo also getting into the
Yeah, I
arena.
mean, the fans, Saints Indo's fans is surprisingly huge in Surabaya.
Yeah. I surprised of that as well, as we didn't expect this much for the fans of Saints Indo, right? Like even in Jakarta, probably the number is less than here, but surprisingly the crowd is cheering for them.
Yeah, I know. Like I think Jakarta is most of them are cheering for EVOS Esports and RRQ.
Yeah.
But here we have also a lot of Onyx Esports fans in here.
I agree. So.
I even saw the hedgehog down there.
Yeah, I know, right? The hedgehog mascot in a in a costume.
Yeah.
In this venue, like I think it's like the community's made it itself. It's not Onyx Esports made.
It's amazing though to see like how the community will actually bring out a Onyx mascot into the field, and there's no other team that does that.
Yep.
Yeah,
No
well,
other
we
team.
don't know yet. I mean, maybe like in this day, in the final day, EVOS Esports mascot, he'll bring the real white tiger.
I think that's gonna be a very horrible legal issue.
Yeah.
White tigers are
Yeah, I
actually
know.
protected, so don't do that, guys.
Yeah,
Don't
and-
ever bring a white tiger to the event.
And the crowd will go.
I think they'll disappear.
Yeah. We will see like screams and shouts, but it's not because of the hype, but because of the tigers.
And that would be really scary if that happens.
Yep. Okay. So, what did you expect from Saints Indo in terms of matchups?
Yeah.
The Saints Indo against Onyx is like you said before. You said it's not possible for Saints Indo to win. But what did you expect from Saints Indo? Seeing yesterday's performances towards today and how they prepare, and what do you expect from them?
I think upsets can definitely happen.
Yeah.
We've seen upsets. We saw Lobre being able to beat Aero Proxy, albeit that's not much of an upset. The upset is the part where they lost 2-0 convincingly. But EVOS Esports was able to beat Onyx 2-0 as well in a very fast manner. So I feel like Onyx is actually on a downslope. Hopefully, after a whole day of break, they're able to get their spirits up back again to fight it out on the second day. And it's going to be far more tiring for them because there's going to be more battles to come. The problem when you're going to lower bracket is not just about the fact that you might lose instantly if you lose, but you go home instantly if you lose. The problem is that if you win until the finals, you'll be playing all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas the winner is going to play once, have like 3 games break, and then we'll fight you again. You know, and all that time, the winner's team has an advantage where they can keep watching the games. They can see what's going on with the enemy team that is going to be possibly the contender. What is their secret meta? What is they're trying to achieve here in the finals? And that's going to be a huge advantage. Information is key.
Yeah.
Right? And you're getting a lot of rest as well. So that's going to be another problem. So that's the problem with lower bracket. Hopefully, EVOS or RRQ is able to get that rest after, I think, the third game of the day and get some rest time, just seeing what's going to happen, scout it out for a while, and hopefully it works out. But again, I'm not too confident on what's happening with Onyx right now because I'm not sure what happened against EVOS yesterday. I was hoping a 2-1 close game. It happened to be a 2-0 and a very confident win from EVOS Esports. So I think Saints Indo has a chance.
And a very fast game too.
Yeah. Saints Indo has a chance.
Yeah.
But the thing about Saints Indo, HK is talking about Onyx Esports, but I really want to highlight that Saints Indo performances against Bigatron last night. It's amazing. I did not expect that Saints Indo is playing that nice with a lot of a clutch moment, even like the slightest movement from them is very important. Like the evading projectiles coming from the Bigatron esports, from the enemies, and that makes them sense Indo. Even though it's a small things, but this impact is huge as they can win the game against Bigatron esports. And not to mention that Haji Kaka is really really amazing mid laner right now. I can say that I think like he is in despite different play style like M Jogo is very aggressive, but Hijikap is more like methodically. He waits for a great opening, he waits for the assist, and then he go in trusting his teammates and then just killing everyone inside. It's like Haji Kakap is the one that you should fear if Haji Kakap is not alone. But I mean, if he's alone, he tends to play very safe. He tends to play, more low risk, low result. Yeah, low risk, low reward.
Yeah,
when he's playing.
Okay, I go what you mean now.
Yeah, but when he's playing, but yeah,
He's
I
trying to
think
get the little things, right? Just
Yeah.
keep things going, but
Yeah, keep
let it
things going.
snowball into something
yeah,
huge.
that's right. That's how Sans Indo is playing against Bigatron last night. So, still, what Hachikan try is through upsets is going to happen, and I believe Sans Indo will put a huge resistance against Onyx Esports right now. I mean, it's a second round of lower bracket, and didn't want to go home because I think they are on top four, right?
Yeah.
Right now, yeah, in the top 4 positions. So they are basically definitely being invited into the next. No, when they win this, right?
What are we talking about?
When they win this,
When they win
become
this,
top
yeah,
four.
Onyx Esports or Sans
Oh,
Indo, they will become top 4. Right?
Yeah.
After that win. So
After this win.
after this win, they will win Louvre. Whoever wins this, then they're going to go so far.
All right.
Because
Oh no, I mean
it's
no.
top
When
four.
we win this, there will be like already Louvre and Onyx or Sans Indo, and then
Evo
RRQ
and
and Evo. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
top
top
4
four,
already.
it's
top four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they win
I-
this, they will be directly invited into the next season of FPL. So
This match is important.
yeah, I think that's what makes these games matter. They want to be invited in the next season.
Yep. And I want to go back actually what on Hachikan said that the lower bracket is on the disadvantage. But if the mentality of like probably or Saints Indo that creates upset on Onyx Esports, if they go through Onyx Esports right here, I think they're pretty confident and pretty pumped up. They want to play as much as possible.
Yeah, but the problem is that stamina is an issue.
Yeah, I actually I don't know about the stamina itself.
Like
but-
mentality is massive, but stamina is a huge issue with professional players. It's not just sports. It's also esports. When you sit for 5 hours all the time looking at a screen with a huge mental burden on your shoulders, it's not going to be easy when you have to fight in the finals, which is going to be also a best of 5 against one of the best teams in Indonesia. That's a huge pressure. I get confidence. I definitely agree with confidence. It's just that the mental burden that you have to carry, it's going to break down eventually. It's either you break down at the start of the game or you break down right when it matters, and that's going to be a problem anyway.
But I think that there is a one advantage of being in lower bracket is that you have if you have a winning streak, that means you have a momentum.
Yep.
That makes you have a high morale support when you want to go through the next games. Like if it's a big if, because I think that compared to other teams, Onyx Esports have a bigger chance to go to the at least lower bracket final. I mean that they have a high momentum. When they win against Sans Indo, they will go against Lufer, and they win again against Lufer, they will go against either EVOS or RRQ, right? So that means that they have a momentum from winning the previous 2 games, and that is a huge moral support. I tell you, they are even more excited, more passionate than the upper bracket grand finalists, and it can be a huge threat for the grand finalists if they take them lightly.
Yeah. What I said is basically, so you basically said that the grand finalist is rest too much after the game, after the upper bracket final, right? So they will already cool down, but
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but the lower bracket final, they keep playing, and I think they're pretty warm up.
Yeah, I mean, you can like take them as exercise.
Yeah.
I disagree with you just because a win streak can be carried into a whole week as well.
Yep.
It happens. Oh, but we're already coming into the big
The
event
music
phase.
is
Yes.
already playing in our head.
One more logic before we hit the big phase is that whoever is going to the grand finals from the upper bracket also has a win streak.
Yep.
Never lost in the upper brackets as well.
Yeah.
That's something we
Yeah,
really
2 win
consider
streak,
about.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
2 win streak.
Okay, so we will go into game 1.
In the match number 1 in the
match-
grand final of MPL-ID Season 2, Break Your Limit.
Yep.
So,
This is the first match of the day, the final day. So it's gonna be interesting as Saints Indo will go against Onyx and will go to the ban and pick phase pretty soon.
yeah. So, I think about like prediction of pick and ban.
I feel like Lunos and Liamop is still going to be banned very early on.
And do you think that Saints Indo will ban a marksman here? I mean, if a marksman is being banned, that means that the only marksman left is carry.
Yep.
Maybe they'll ban both.
Selena, man.
Is banned.
Yeah, because Haji Galap is playing really well with Selena.
Yep.
He is an amazing Selena player.
Your
So,
team is banned.
Classic Cloud ban.
yeah, classic Cloud ban.
100% ban rate. Not gonna let it go.
So Selena is 70 ban and only have 85% win
Aldo's
rate.
being
is
banned out.
58% win rate. That's rather low, surprisingly low for Selena.
Onyx is studying Saints Indo pretty well as they yesterday Dugong played pretty well on these Aldos. As they how Dugong played on these Aldos is pretty much different from any other Aldos. That's what Hachikan said yesterday. I think it's a pretty good ban.
Yeah. I think that how
Picking.
the meta is shifting into a two fighter or two assassin meta. Banning Aldos is I think it's quite a smart idea. I mean, like Cloud have very high mobility. You can go from
Your team
anywhere
is
and then deal a lot of damage, and then there's Leomord in there also. So
Yeah, Onyx Esports secures the Leomord for Billy this time. Is Billy can play the Leomord better this time? But there's a carry and drop as a response to Leomord for Onyx Esports. This is Ryuk's hero, carry, and Dalen's hero as well.
yeah, Grok is the the zero.
Signature hero, both is signature hero for Saints Indo. They want to play on the comfort zone, but this is Kaya and Lunox is
Oh
being
my
picked down
God.
for Onyx Esports right here.
It was a good pick.
This combination is what makes the last night. What makes Rulfrey wins the game.
Your
Yep.
team is
Yeah, Leomord and Kaya,
But-
Leomord and Lunox.
But not picking carry early means that Saints is trying to deny pick Spade.
Yep.
Not giving him any carry. But Lunox is still going to be there, and Spade is a pretty good Lunox anyway, so it might be.
Oh, Spade is using Lunox.
What else is it?
I don't. Fenrir.
Lunox is.
Yeah, Fenrir is a good.
Lunox
player.
is a mid laner,
Oh,
right?
he's
Never
clean.
mind.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Finally,
no.
the clean is
Still,
back up. This is
Marksman meta is still
meta
here.
is back.
I think Spade realizes that when he's not playing Marksman just to avoid whatever it is, it's going to be super bad for him, so he still has to play
Yeah, you have
Marksman.
to pick
It's
Marksman.
his
It's
best
clean.
trade. His Assassin is not as good as his Marksman, so he's
Oh,
just going to pick it out. And
Samus again.
Yes.
What is this? Okay, so they got the Gushen for the Haji Kakap. They got all the comfortable heroes.
Yeah, as well as Onyx Esports. Like, they get Kaya for Edward and Drian with Akai. And this is gonna be a huge match coming with all of the teams
and
picking a
Spade
comfortable
using-
heroes.
Yeah, and Spade is using marksman as well.
Yeah,
Like
and-
that's his best playstyle.
plus the Leomont and Ludox is going to be there. The two very OP picks. So
Yep.
this should be super interesting.
Right.
But before that, let's
Let's go into game number 1, guys. As we have Momo-chan
Chan
and
and
Anonym
Anonym.
right there.
So, take the stage.
Thank you, Vanelistas. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to MPL Season 2 with me, Momo-chan, and my partner here. Okay, so we are just going straight to the game for the second day today.
Yes.
Onyx Esports versus.
Saints Indo.
Wow, it's gonna be so exciting.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Okay, so Yeah, as we can see from the draft just now.
Samus is out once again.
I know. Okay, here we go. Dalen with Gronk. And as we can see here, Edward with Kaya, Fenrir with Lennox, Spade with Clean, and Watt with Leomord. Meanwhile, since Indo have...
Leomord?
Yes.
Hey.
Since Indo Ryuk have Carry there, Dugong has Samus, and Haji with again. And I know right that Hinel playing Cho. I don't know. This is my first time saw Hinel playing Cho though.
Yeah.
Initiate retreat.
As we see.
Meanwhile, Spade still going in the top lane.
Yep. And the middle lane, Watt is trying to protect the bottom lane by himself. Meanwhile, Dugong also at the bottom lane. 4 heroes from Onyx Esports at top lane right now.
Checking the gold buff.
Yes, we can see here Ryuk giving a pressure with Hinel. I think they will just trying to make this game a little bit slower than before. Oh, you see the barrier from Dylan there. It's kind of it's a little bit great.
Still safe. No one really want to play aggressive in the early stage.
Yeah, I know, right? Because it's like it's a decided match between Onyx and Saints Indo. Which one gonna qualify? Yes, gonna qualify for the next match. And yeah, we will see if Saints Indo can really play really good like yesterday. We don't know.
Oh, meanwhile at the top lane still have the flicker, still can jump away.
Yes, I know.
There's no kill there.
I think Ryan is a little bit nervous just now. It's a little bit scared, a panic.
Yeah. We almost got him.
Yes. There's still no first blood in the first 2 minutes.
Yes, 2 minutes in, still no kill. No one really wants to commit to play aggressive.
Yes, I know, right? We'll see here Spade. Dylan also low. I saw that Dylan didn't play really aggressively.
Yeah.
He don't really play aggressively because, like what I said before, is this one is a decided match for them.
Yeah, usually Grok wants to
I know, right?
cut the wave.
Yes,
but in the
oh,
Haji Kakak is down.
For Haji Kakak.
But now Dylan is in trouble. No,
yes.
Very safe.
I know, right? He needs to go back though.
Meanwhile, the turtle, Onyx is start going against the turtle. Oh, Dugong is there. Who will get it?
Dugong!
Dugong!
Finally stole the turtle! First turtle for Saints Indo!
Oh my god.
It's just like one hit only. I know, right? It's only one hit, and like Dugong like didn't feel so hard to take the Lord.
The timing is so good from
I know, right? Meanwhile, let's see Dylan here.
They want to contest the gold buff.
Yes, I know, right? The gold buff, but I think they just need to reset
Oh,
it first.
Edward!
Oh,
Nice block! Western is out, but Edward is still out away, but Dylan is the one who's going down here. Dugong. Down here, Divine Judgment is out. Dugong is in trouble, maybe he goes down. No! But
nice one, IG.
The Fenrir.
Initiate retreat.
No kill.
Oh my god.
Oh, the Dugong is down.
Haji Kakao is really good with his Guardian there.
Yeah.
Did you realize that actually Saints Indo really protect Dugong just now?
Yeah.
They didn't let Dugong to die because you know the main core of Saints Indo are Dugong and Haji.
Yes.
That's why Dylan really Dylan have to roaming.
Oh, meanwhile,
he has to roaming.
Dugong is finally down then.
I know, right? And 2 kills for Haji.
They rounded up in the top lane. Fine. Drian here. Drian is in trouble. Flicker behind, but Bushon is waiting there. So.
Yep, good backup from Saints Indo.
Oh, Divine Gentleman is out. Ryuk. Instant kill.
Combo wombo.
2 men down from Saints Indo and Onyx gets the advantage here.
That's true. Combo wombo from Edward and Fenrir.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Are really good. And we will see his Dylan trying to take their first turret.
Destroy the turret.
Yeah, oh, once again.
Another
Haji.
kill from Haji. Oh my god.
But
That's fate. 1 for 1.
yeah, finally get the kill.
Yep.
And the turret in the mid lane going to go down here for Saints Indo.
Yes, the blood already connected to Watt, but Watt decided to go back first. See
Good.
Dugong.
The goal is almost similar in this team.
Yes, I know.
5 minutes in.
Dugong is really free though. I mean, like, he can farming freely and without anyone disturb. And when the war comes, like, everyone protect Dugong.
Yeah.
And Haji with his Gushen.
Oh, the hit behind.
he-
Well, the dragon and the Gushen one was gained. Haji.
Yes,
Get kill.
that's what I'm saying. Haji is really, he knows how's the position when he play Gushen. So it's so hard for Onyx Esport hero to
On.
take him down.
Laumort, he sees the turtle.
Yes.
He wants to steal it, but
There's no
chance.
contest.
Yeah.
Yep, and there's no contest also for Onyx Esport. Even no chance for Onyx Esport to
Request backup.
contest the turtle here.
oh, they want to fight. The middle, no.
Oh my god. Dugong keep farming and farming
Initiate
until
retreat.
6 minutes.
Yeah, still the good is almost similar. The kill is 5 with 5, 6 minutes in. No one really gets the advantage here.
Yes, I know, right? But you see that actually Onyx has an advantage for the turret. They have 3 turrets, meanwhile Sensindo only have 2.
Yeah.
So actually, Sensindo need to predict where.
Oh, Dylan is
see
in
Dylan.
Right just
Oh,
for
cannot
defense
go
purpose,
anywhere.
but
Yep.
he cannot go away.
I
But
know.
meanwhile, Dugong here is get down also. 2 men down for
Oh
Saints.
my god, Fate with the marksman really have a good positioning. That's why he can try to steal the heroes from Sensindo.
Yeah. Oh, once again, Joe is going in front, but they cannot get away with that. Now more fight Gusion.
Oh my god, Onyx!
It's basically wipe out.
Yes, wipe out for Sensindo! Oh my god!
One moment.
It was just so fast. It was just so fast, right? I
Yeah.
didn't see how it's coming. It's just like Leomord finally got 2 heroes. Then after that,
Oh.
we'll see here Dryan trying to protect his teammate. Spade is really free. Like, he knows the positioning when he play marksman here. And
Yeah.
Jalen try to
He gets the
go
buff.
buff. Yeah, he got the buff.
Lord resurrecting soon.
That's what's so annoying from Grok though.
Yeah, he can steal the buff.
He
has
always
enough
can steal the buff, and like in the early game, the damage also so painful. And we will see here Fenrir
Yeah, he's
trying
taking
to
the buff.
get the buff here.
3,000 gold advantage now for Onyx Esports.
Yes,
Eric
because of the
Kennedy.
wipe out.
Yeah.
Just
That's
because
just
of
one fight
I know.
that changed the entire course of this
Yes,
game.
that's true. Well, here Alan trying to protect his teammate while trying to get the gold buff.
Oh, Edward
Edward.
didn't get the gold buff. Not really want to fight, I think, since Indo. But the middle throw is down.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. Onyx is always trying to play objectively. They know they have to destroy the turret.
Oh,
That's what
Dylan.
makes this game win. Oh, Dylan. Another turret for Onyx Esports
Oh,
at the
divine
bottom.
judgment.
Oh,
He gets
really
double.
good. Fenrir still trying to target
Now
Dylan, but
Dylan
Dylan.
has to go down. No, almost just
still
one more
managed-
hit.
I know that still managed to survive.
Boom.
Still too tanky for Dylan here.
The clean is now very painful.
Yes.
The damage.
I think Giant
They
trying
want to contest,
protect,
they want to
yes.
contest.
And Haji was there.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Dylan.
hurricane dance. Find the good shots. Not goes to
Onyx
Onyx
Esport.
Esport.
Wow.
And there, I think they cannot run from it.
Oh my god, Dylan cannot go anywhere. The Ring of Order from Kaya. Finish him. A mega kill from Leomord. What is too crazy?
This is really disaster for Saints Indo.
Yes, I know, right?
I don't think they can come back from this. Now the middle Tiran
Yeah, what's
going
wrong?
to go down.
Suddenly, Onyx Esports is come back. They're coming stronger and stronger. Sensindo is in danger right now.
Request
They
backup.
want to get in.
And
Rod already goes there.
And the Lord already going to middle lane here, trying to push into Sensindo base. We will see. Is it gonna be at the end of Sensindo, or Sensindo still can protect their base? Meanwhile, the initiator at the bottom lane already destroyed, and Jalen trying to protect the base here.
Okay.
I think Onyx Esports needs to
They want to
take
get the
the
top lane.
initiator on the top lane. Yes, that's true. Anonym. I will see here. Jalen is still trying to protect the base.
Oh, they don't really want to call
Oh,
it.
meanwhile,
So,
he now is too far away. Leomord cannot be stopped. Double kill for Leomord. Akai also trying to protect everyone. And mega kill. Wipe out for Sensindo, and Oni got the first point for the first match of today. That was
what
fast.
a play for
What
Oni.
a play. That was fast.
Yeah,
that was really fast. Wow.
They're playing aggressively.
What just happened? What just happened just now? Well, our friends.
I don't think that Clean can work out like that against Kari, but
Well, he just needs to farm,
yeah.
farm and farm. Then after that, like what I said, actually, Spade already knows the position, which position that he need to play, and he just wiped out the whole team with
one fight
with Leomord.
There is in the early until the mid game it's pretty balanced. Even the good one really gets the advantage, but just one fight it changed the entire course, and Onyx really stormed.
I know, right?
After that.
But it's okay. Our friends and finalists will tell you guys more about that. I know you're so excited, and me too. But our friends are already waiting, so there you go, guys. Get the stage.
Wait a minute, what stage?
It's convincing.
Stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. That was a joke. That was a
This
joke.
camera stage.
It's convincing win for Onyx Esports right there, as Spade using his marksman.
Well, I don't think
role.
it's that convincing until minute 7.
Yeah.
So minute 1 to minute 7, since Indo is pretty much at the top. They are leading with the gold network, the kills, but the amazing play from once more from Spade, and also Fenrir with Lunox. They learned their mistake from earlier game because they are too aggressive and they just wait for the counter attacks from Saints Indo. That's what happened in minute 7. Saints Indo trying to fight, but they are like fighting hesitantly. So it's like they are not really sure should we fight or should we still farm. And then but they try to force the gang, but Onyx Esports is successfully in counter-attacking them, and then there goes the momentum from Sense Indo, and Onyx Esports from there is going to snowballing from there, and then plus in minute I think it's 7:30, Onyx Esports got the wipe out, and I think it's from that moment I think it's a game. It's game from Sense Indo. They're having a hard time to really bounce back to win with a strong lineup like Leomord and Lunox, and also Clean with Spade.
Yep. And not to mention Edward Kaya just now that make a play 1 until 3 times. I think he successfully divine judgment the carry, and also the Thamus, the damage dealer basically, and I think that's really good for Onyx Esports to keep playing like this, as they got the momentum from the lower bracket, as we talked just now. They probably made to the finals.
That's true. If Onyx Esports is keep playing like this, I think they can beat Louvre, and they will face either RQ or FOS, and I think that's when it matters the most. If Onyx Esports can take revenge against EVOS Esports maybe, or they will face RQ in the lower bracket final.
Yeah, I really think that game was surprisingly not only convincing, it was a surprise how Onyx was so confident about their gameplay after having a horrible day one. But I don't know, it really feels like that Lunox and Yumo really covers the fact that Spade's Clint is taking a bit of time to be at the peak level, the peak damage of what he can deal. Even though we saw a bit of contribution coming from Clint in that fight, it really felt like Lunox and Leomo really takes the stage when it comes to fights, where Spade was only dealing minimal damage right at the back. Although it's a penetrating shot, so you're hitting a lot of people all at once with your passive, but it's not as when talking about Clint is when you're hitting your peak with your max items.
Yeah.
Right. You'll see far more damage coming from Spade than what we saw there because the game was so fast.
Yep. And I think how he played Clint is very much different than how he played Clint before. Like he played Clint like he plays carry basically. He go roam. He tries to in the lane and get the gang from his friend, and he joins his friend. And what I mean is, he's not just farming. He's joining the.
Yeah, I think the only one difference from a clean and carry is I think it's similar. They are similar heroes. Like they have you know, the maneuverability. You know, if clean can jump backward, clean carry as well can jump side steps or like jumping forward or backward. But the ultimate is they're different because this ultimate carry is like activating her
buff.
Yeah, like her have two glaives. Coming in, but clean is more like, you know, a nuke damage, a huge damage, burst damage coming from his weapon. So I think that's what makes Edward as the captain taking to pick to give clean to Spade because they have similar playstyle with carry, and again you give marksman to Spade to win the game.
Yeah, that's how they're supposed to do it so early against EVOS. Just give Spade the marksman, whatever marksman it is, he's going to be good at it.
Even Layla?
Even Layla.
Okay, even Layla, right.
Confident in Spade's abilities. He's good at every marksman that exists in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the formula.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think Saints Indo must do to win game 2 and force to game 3?
Pray.
So you are not that confident.
So you're saying that Saints Indo will win the game number 2?
No.
If they pray.
No.
And God listens to them. No, what I'm saying is that Saints Indo is having a bit of an issue with Onyx just being far more confident in day 2.
Yeah.
Saints Indo, however, did get the Aldos ban, and it feels like it was a huge ban for Saints Indo because their meta yesterday, being able to win this Bigatron, really revolves around the fact that Aldos is there.
Yep.
And without Aldos in the fights, it's actually pretty hard for them to be able to control the map. And I think that's one of the issues. By Onyx taking out Aldos from the selections, that means that they don't have the control over the map anymore as they did with Bigatron. And honestly, if Saints Indo has to rely on the fact that you need Aldos to win, the only thing you can do is pray.
Yeah, because I think it's like I don't know. It's weird that Saints Indo is picking carry and Grok first. Rather than they can secure Lunox though. Like in the first place they can secure Lunox, and I don't care if I don't really care if Saints Indo giving carry to Onyx, but the key factor for Onyx to winning that game is the early Lunox pick off by Fenrir. That's what makes Onyx Esports won the game. Fenrir is playing very aggressive with Lunox, dealing a lot of damage. He's like having a first blood. I think they are killing Chower, like
but now we are going into ban and pick into game number 2 between Saints Indo and Onyx. If Saints Indo can make a difference and force them to game 3, let's see as they ban the ban and pick is ongoing already.
This is the problem though. When you let carry free and give it to Spade, that's an instant win for Onyx. That's the problem. But if you pick carry and then not pick Grok, that means that Grok is going to be a huge problem for carry. So they have to pick both to sort of secure that idea of safety, but instead will let Leomalt and Lunox free, and I think that was the problem.
Yep, and we already see the Alice and Claude ban right here, and Kari
ban from Saints Indo. Yeah. So other than I cannot pick carry, so I will just ban it.
Yeah.
And then I think Senseindo will either secure Grok or Lunox.
Yeah. So that means it's gonna be free open. Is either you have to ban Leomol or you ban
Lunox. Yeah.
You're gonna see either one. But
So
Grok
it's
is gonna
like
be free.
so if let's say if Onyx Esports banning Lunox, so you will choose Leomord or Grok.
Leomord. I think Leomord will be picked for Dugong.
Oh, all those. Okay, so
They can get either.
so it's a like splitting.
Yes, Senseindo will get one, and then Onyx will get two, and that's actually a huge win for Onyx Esports. That's one of the best draft I've ever seen this game.
Yeah, and Sense will pick Leomord, so I think Onyx will go with Lunox and also Grok.
Yeah. That's one of the best pressure drafts I've ever seen right now. Since yesterday, this is the best pressure draft because they're actually forcing them to take either Leomol, Leomol, Lunox, or Grok, and they're like, well, we'll just pick both. We'll give you three.
And Lunox and Kaya.
Lunox and Kaya, well, they leave Grok because I think Kaya is more important for Edward.
Yep.
Compared to Grok here.
Yeah, I think Senseindo will pick the Grok for Dylan.
A Grok and Cho is not surprising for me. They decided to get the Grok and Cho.
Grok and Cho, yeah. Cho is Hinal is a great Cho player.
Yep. There's Cho.
And well,
if Grok's not picked, they're gonna pick Grok.
Yeah, that's oh my god, you're amazing, man. It's like you're psychic.
Can predict the future. So, is it another Clint?
Nah, I would go against a Clint in this pick, but
yeah, but Clint is good against Leomord.
How about
I mean, like you can like
why
take
do
a
you
step
want
back
Moskov so
and
much,
hit,
Clyde?
and hit.
You've been talking about Moskov
Oh, but
non-stop.
Selena here.
Selena, yeah. Oh, okay, 2 mage.
And Maris, yeah.
Okay,
They
so
can take their time to pick the tank.
so who will use Selena? Is it Spade or Fenrir?
It's almost definitely Fenrir.
Fenrir.
And Lunox is gonna go to
Spade.
Spade because Lunox is like a marksman.
Yeah, basically Lunox is like a marksman using
Oh, okay.
Bane.
Fanny, Bruno, Bane, Faxana. Stop playing. Come on, dude. Diggy, Cyclops. Hey, Harley.
Harley and Lancelot are there.
So it's a no marksman meta.
The last one is gonna be tank. I'm almost entirely sure it's gonna be Gatokacha, but there is Minotaur as well, but I'm not sure of its viability. So I think the only hero you can pick is either Gatokacha or support, maybe a Diggy.
Yeah, but I think that is great. So to give the space.
It's the Mortis tank. It's the Mortis tank.
It's a Martis tank and it's a
Martis
Moskov
tank.
because Moskov is good against
and what is
and
using
also
no
Grok.
okay no Spade is using Moskov. You know what one moment RQ is picking Moskov and Tuturu is destroying 2 turrets in 5 minutes.
So basically
5 minutes.
Yeah.
2 turrets.
So basically this is a Kaya main tank and there's the Martis sub tank.
Martis tank, Kaya tank,
Yep.
and then
We'll just go into game number 2. That we go take away Momo-chan and Anonym.
Thank you, my friends. Welcome back with me, Momo-chan, and still with my partner here.
Anonym.
Yes, so we are going for the second game of Senseindo versus Onyx here.
Yes, in best of 3 series, of course.
Yes, okay. As we saw the draft, what do you think?
I think I like Moskov in here.
You think Moskov?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we knew that actually Tuturu play Moskov in regular season, right?
Yeah.
And he just clean up the whole match in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's really good against Grok also.
Yes, I know, right? So we will see, will it be the end for Senseindo, or probably Senseindo can take Onyx Esports to the 3rd game. We will see here. Yes, Ryuk playing Harley. Wow, this is my first time saw Ryuk playing Harley.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dugong is going to take Leomord as usual. And he now still with his Joe. And Dylan again with Grok.
Yes, the classic Lancelot Grok in the middle lane, the first wave.
Yes, that's true. And meanwhile, Ornick and Spade and Giant trying to take the buff. There's no disturbance from Grok here. You will see Haji is playing Lancelot.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good hero if you want to steal the Lord though. like yesterday.
Yeah, we have seen one.
Yes, I know, right? We have seen one yesterday. And meanwhile here, Onyx is playing Martis.
They want to contest the gold buff. Who gonna get? No, they don't want to really commit. What?
Still
Zone them out.
Yes, but Onyx will take the gold buff here. I'm not sure that actually Martis going to be a little bit tanky here.
Yeah, it's gonna be like semi tank.
Yeah, I think Onyx Esport going to take this game a little bit late game to late game. I'm not sure.
Oh, they want to fight. They want to find someone here.
Yes, I know, but actually Dalen trying to cut off the lane of the minions at the bottom lane. As we see his Haji still needs time to farm, Dalen trying to keep roaming and roaming.
Yeah, securing the buff. 2 minutes in, no kills.
Resurrecting soon.
Yes, I know. And Spade with the good marksman here. I want to see how his Moscow
Yeah.
will it be as good as Tuturu.
Or it will fail.
I don't know.
And give the game to Saints.
But actually, Spade is really good. One of player that really good in positioning.
Yeah. Oh, Dugo! Divine Blood! They got the Leomar, but the counter is there. Lancelot is coming. The Glock takes one.
Oh my God! Edward in danger. But still managed to survive.
But they're too greedy with chasing. Edward is still safe.
Yeah.
And maybe.
And double kill for what?
Oh,
2 for 1 in this early 2 minutes.
They
3
got
for 1.
one good kill, but after that they just too aggressive,
Yes,
overcommitting in the behind the threat, and they get punished. And Rian here, getting kicked.
Another.
Not a good kick.
I think another. Yes. I need to kick a little bit behind, I think.
Yes, wrong directions.
Yes.
And bottom turret getting pressured by Saints Indo. Maybe they all get it. Moskov there.
We will see if actually Saints Indo.
Martis,
Be careful.
they want to fight. Still have a space escape.
Yep. And Flicker.
You just space escape back. And
this arrow.
This all connect. It got Harley there.
Yep. And what? Get another kill with help from Drian there.
But Saints Indo want to get the turtle this time. But Lunox watching from behind.
Realize that someone is taking their turtle.
Oh no.
Okay, but there's no contest. They just let the turtle reset.
But they will lose the bottom turret.
Yes, I know, right? Onyx Sport always try to play objectively in every match.
Yeah.
That's what make them to be on top.
And the regular seasons.
Yes, that's true. Because they know that actually they have to destroy the turret and...
Oh, the abyssal arrow?
Yes.
But no follow-up, so Dalen is safe. Not really one. They
just want to open the map, give the vision for Onyx Sport here. And Jalen got no one there. Trying to cut off the minion at the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Lancelot still...
Oh, Dalen! Okay, they want to find